So, you've heard that you need to do a dopamine detox. But why do you need a dopamine detox? What is the purpose? Why are we in the position that we are now where we struggle to focus? We struggle to pay attention to simple tasks. We try to switch between multiple tasks instead of actually doing one task correctly. This world has been designed in a way to keep us occupied all the time, to keep us busy and distracted with things that aren't so important to our success and our future. We are constantly being overstimulated by various things. The first thing that is overstimulating us way too much is, of course, our cell phones. We are spending way too much time connected to our phones, and we're not doing anything productive. We're just doom scrolling on TikTok, checking up with our friends, seeing when we can play some video games, watching YouTube, watching Instagram Reels, or whatever you guys do these days. Always getting distracted by the new notification, the new app, the new feature. There's always something new, something extra, something happening to keep you busy, to keep your attention. In today's economy, attention is the number one commodity. Your attention and your time is extremely valuable. And so these companies and these governments have designed these devices to keep you hooked, to keep you distracted, to keep you watching and to keep you consuming the content so that they can run ads, so they can profile you. Remember that anything that's free, or if it's free, then you are the product. Your information gets sold to various companies which make billions. And so we've been conditioned to just be consumed by these devices, by these apps, by these various systems. And so the media machine is rolling and rolling and rolling and trying to collect data as much as it can so that it can refine and improve its algorithms to sell you more stuff. And so the constant exposure to screens, to these digital devices, and getting bombarded with ads and all these different media devices and platforms and apps and all of that, that's keeping us distracted from actually focusing on our goals and our purpose and achieving success. Now, you might think that you're able to do more than one thing at a time. There's a real myth that we're able to multitask. We are not able to multitask. The idea, it's kind of like the idea that we can actually multitask. Our brain can switch between various tasks at a rapid pace. We have a powerful mind, that's true. We are able to divert our focus to various different things. That's true. But when you divert your focus, that's exactly what it is. Your focus is diverted, even if it's just for a second. You're focusing on one thing, then you're focusing on another, and then you're focusing back on the original thing. So yes, you may feel like you're doing both things right simultaneously, but you are diverting your attention between two different things all the time. You're not actually doing them both at the same time, right? And so we're trying to accomplish tasks as quick as we can, trying to do as much as we possibly can, which often leads to a burnout because we're not able to finish what we started. We're not able to actually get good results because we're half-assing all the work instead of doing it correctly. So we need to stop trying to multitask and actually just look at 4, 5, or 6 very important tasks for your day. Start with the first task that's the most important. Complete that task. Complete everything related to that one specific task. and then move on to the next one. You will find that the quality of your work improves drastically, and you're able to do things on a much faster pace because you're doing something systematically. You get it done, you check it off, you move on. Now, if you're multitasking, you start something, do it halfway, not putting your full focus, then you go to something else, and the other one stays undone. Your mind is still thinking back to that one where you still need to do that, still need to do that, but now you're also trying to focus on the new thing. So your mind is not, it hasn't completed the task yet. So your mind is still wandering towards that task that it should have finished. And now you're trying to bring a new task in. And so now you're doing the new task also half because your mind is still focused on the previous one. And so you lose a lot of time and quality by trying to do multiple things at the same time. So the actionable step for you is to actually list down the most important tasks and do them in order of priority. You cannot do the next task before the first one is finished. Try doing that for a week or a month and let me know in the comments how it feels for you, how it's helped you. Okay? Now, we're also being overstimulated by the use of way too many stimulants, right? We're just drinking coffee, taking energy bars, drinking all these different supplements and things that is trying to boost our productivity. All you need to do is exercise and have a good sleep. You don't need all these other additional things to give you energy. You just need the right diet and diet and exercise, right? And sleep. Our bodies are designed to run for a certain amount of hours every single day. In our peak performance, we should be able to do all these things that are required of us within a single day before we need to sleep and recharge. We should not need to recharge during the day. So if you find yourself having a lack of energy or motivation to do things, I definitely encourage you to take a look at your diet. Are you eating clean? Are you eating primal diet, which is mostly meat, some berries, some nuts? Primal diet, anything you could collect from a farm or from, well, not even from the farm, that you would be able to collect or hunt in nature. That's your primal diet. Secondly, are you going to the gym? Are you doing exercise? And then lastly, how much time are you spending in bed? If you want to sleep, let's say you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That means you need 9 to 10 hours of bedtime because you need to give yourself like an hour, hour and a half to actually fall asleep properly. That means putting your phone away, turning off all the notifications, an hour before you intend to actually fall asleep. You should just lay in your bed quiet. You don't even need to try and fall asleep, right? You can just lay in your bed and think and, let's say, meditate, right? Eventually your mind will log off and you'll actually go to sleep. I find myself actually struggling to fall asleep when I try to force myself to fall asleep, right? So you just turn off all the notifications, just lay there, even if you're lay there with your eyes open, whatever, and think about your day, try to do some meditation, and then before you know it, you will just wake up the next morning, right? Okay. We are also constantly, like I mentioned before, being exposed to all these ads, constantly being asked to buy things, to look into the new thing. And so to get rid of that, well, we need to actually stop spending so much time on the internet. The first thing you can do, of course, is on your phone, just go to your notifications and switch everything off. Use your phone when you intend to use your phone, right? So if you're intending to use your phone, go to your phone, open the app you want to use it, finish, put it away. Don't keep your notifications on all the time. Secondly, you could install some kind of ad blockers on your PC or your workstation, whatever. There are a lot of extensions on Chrome that really allow us to minimize and reduce all the noise and all the extra things. So I definitely suggest that you do that for your laptop, wherever you're working, and even on your phone if you can find some kind of apps or VPNs and things like that to reduce the amount of information that they can collect from you. The less they can collect, the less they can shove in your face, right? So it's hard to disconnect, let's say 100%. You would literally have to go off the grid to do that, but you can try to take small steps towards being, disconnected from the internet, from the advertising machine, from media, definitely from all the thoughts on Instagram and TikTok. Like, just keep your eyes away from those things. Okay, guys. So we need to really put a deep focus on meditation. Okay? So overstimulation is really something that kind of ruins our productivity. So we need to actually take a step back from that and focus on meditation and journaling. I suggest that you try this exercise to stand, sit in front of just a blank white wall. Or I guess the color doesn't really matter, but just in front of a blank wall, right? Just sit or stand there, take all the distractions away, and try to do that for 10, 15, 20, up to an hour. You might not be able to do that in the start, but try to build up towards an hour. If you have the time, 2 hours of just literally staring at this wall. It sounds like crazy, and maybe wait until no one is around because you will look like a weirdo. I mean, we all are, all of us on self-improvement are kind of weird because we're trying to go against the norm. So stand against the wall, meditate, think, breathe through your nose. It's very important that we breathe through our nose to open up the pathways. So breathe through your nose and think about your dreams, your purpose, your goals. You can keep a notepad nearby in case you have some revolutionary ideas, right? Or things about yourself that you realize, and you should write those down. After you've done your meditation, spend 20 minutes, 10 minutes writing down your experience of your meditation. What did you think about? What did you dream about? What did you experience? And so try to become aware of your surroundings, beware of what you're going through. Okay, guys. If you found any value in this video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.